MMA Fancast. My name's Luke, and I am honored to have friend of the show, the General Justin Patton, back on the show.
What's up, dude?
You are repping the General name on your hoodie there, which is pretty fantastic. What led you to go with the skull in the military outfit?
They actually, MMA Tico actually picked out the logo for me, and I thought it looked tough, so I just thought it was a good idea.
It's great. It's one of my favorite nicknames because the last name Patton, and some people don't know about World War II, so they should do more research. But General Patton being an incredible general in World War II, and it's a great homage to him, and it's also a great fight nickname for you. Thrilled to have you back on the show. We got into some of the details of your Von Preux. Most people call it the Von Flu, but I'm trying to get Von Preux to catch. Von Preux choke for your first professional win, which just happened a month and a half ago for 247 Fighting Championship. And now you're making the quick turnaround. You're going to be fighting April 16th at Broadberg 11 Rovo Convention Center. And it's your third pro fight, but it gives you an opportunity to come right off that first win. So what do you feel like now that you've got that big first pro win, and it was an incredible win? You put the guy completely out and used the Von Preux choke. So it's a unique choke, unique submission win. Plus you looked improved overall. So what does that feel like going in against Devin Lozzi?
I don't know how to say it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how to say it. I feel good. I feel confident. I already got the first pro loss out of the way, so none of those are coming again. So it's like I just feel evolved. I'm ready to show myself again, like just step up every time I step in there, you know. Hopefully some more striking this time, but if I get it, you know, if a quick submission comes, I'm gonna take it. I'm not, you know, we don't get paid by the hour.
Well, and part of your training at both the academy and the Mat Factory when you cross-train for wrestling is find ways to win, because one of the things is you're known as a striker. You've got a great striking frame for the weight class. And I think that's what you prefer to do. And at the same time, a finish win is a finish win. You know, a decision win is still a win, but a finish is a finish. You did some incredible stuff. When he went to take you down, you were already doing the things you needed to do that led you to get the side control crossbody and then set up the Von Preux choke. That doesn't happen by accident. And it's actually a really good submission to recognize that. Had he done what I think he should have done, which is let go, base up underneath, then you would have been sort of in that side control striking transition to full mount knee on belly. That whole thing, I know you've changed.
That's what I was working towards, but he just wouldn't let go.
Yeah,
I was hoping he'd let go in my head. I was like, please.
At one point, didn't you put your knee on his belly just for a little bit, even from that position, and then slide back? I think you might have.
I think I was trying to push him with my left knee a little bit over.
Yeah.
You know, just to like push him that way.
But as a development for your first pro win, you take the win that presents itself. Personally, it would have been sweet had he let go and you win by ground and pound, or maybe he bellies down and you win by rear naked choke after you bloody him up. But the reality is, it was a great win just the way it was. And you putting on the Von Preux, I think you even didn't know that he was going to go out. So it's fun when even the fighters doing it get surprised. And I think that's exciting. I think you have a very exciting style. So what do you kind of, you just said you don't plan on having another pro loss. So what's it like feeling things come together in your ability to perform in the cage? Because you've been one of these guys that the Mat Factory and the Academy, mainly Kama and the Academy guys, talk about you even when you were an amateur. They're talking about how great you would be. So what's it like seeing it come together in the cage when it actually counts?
Yeah, it's wild. I felt like I couldn't just putting everything together. You know what I mean? Like I'd always think as myself as like a grappler at first, and then I learned how to strike, and everyone told me I was a striker. I can do anything I want in there. It's not like I don't have to pertain to one specific skill set. You know what I mean? You fight where the fight's at, and I'm trying to win it all aspects. Whether we're grappling, I'm trying to win that, or whether we're standing up striking, I'm going to try to win that. And then if it's not going my way one way or another, I take him off his game and I take him onto mine. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
that's like a big thing.
Mhm.
You
I
don't
think
try to beat them where they're good at. You beat them where you win at, you know?
I think the mindset, you can see the mindset chain ever since your title fight versus Cam Algar. And I know you guys now train together, which is great
Yeah,
at
Cam, I
times,
like Cam. Cam's a cool dude.
which is really cool, you know, because you've even said on this program that you know, he beat you by grappling. He's a great grappler. And then when you guys were training together later, you were like, hey, wrestle me like you mean it. Because you knew
Yeah,
he could
right.
wrestle you. And I think that does show that it's really about the development of you as a fighter. And obviously Cam now has had his first amateur loss. And I think it gives him an opportunity to develop a game plan that will work because he's obviously an incredible fighter. You're an incredible fighter. You mentioned fighting the fight that works for you. I think the last time you were on, we talked about, maybe we didn't. Donald Cowboy Cerrone was once asked what his favorite takedown was, and he said a knockdown, because a takedown works, but so does a knockdown as a takedown, you know? And so I think like what you found out with that pro win is you are skilled enough and learning the academy, Mat Factory, learning that you don't have to execute something perfectly to end up in a good spot. Every once in a while, even at the UFC level, and I don't know why people do this, but they try the trip takedown where they take the opponent down on top of them to kind of like roll through or something.
Yeah.
And most of the time it backfires. And the guy on top was like, well, I didn't plan on being here, but hey, works out for me, you know.
Secure the position. Exactly. Yeah.
Secure the position and make it work for yourself. So I think that goes a long way. You're a Pittsburgh guy. You train really at the academy and cross-train at Mat Factory, both Pittsburgh gyms. Big deal. How exciting is it for you to come to make your entrance? The crowd always loves you, but now that you've had that pro win in really incredible fashion, Ivan Fruchok is fun to watch. It's exciting, and you put him out. So there's a lot of hype and I think excitement from the crowd. So what do you think that walk's going to be like now that you have a pro win?
They're always crazy. It's usually like my family and like a bunch of my friends, and they're just screaming. I love it, honestly. Like afterwards, I watched the video of my fight and just watching, like I could see my dad in the background and like how hyped he got for me. It like made me emotional. Like that's just, it's just, you feel that energy and that love, and it's something different. You know what I mean? It's why I wake up early and train. It's why I go to bed late and train. Like it's why I do this, you know. I do it for my family and for my friends, you know. But mostly like it's a good vibe, dude. I love it. Like honestly, like there's nothing more than like hearing everyone screaming for you and stuff. That's great.
Well, and it's been fun watching you. And now that you've kind of become a 247 fighter, you know, you've had consistent fights now with them, both amateur and now pro. They put on incredible cards all in the Pittsburgh area, which I think is really important and a great venue for MMA because there is so much interest in MMA. What's it been like fighting for them? I know you fought for other organizations, but what's it been like kind of finding them to be sort of your home promotion?
It's cool actually. Like I'll text Ryan, I'll text Hunter if I have a problem, and they'll get it handled. Like it's not, I don't have to like wait a day to hear from him. I'll text Ryan, he'll text me right back. And you know, he's always cool, always looking out. Same thing with Hunter. I'll text him, he texts me right back. But it's always cool. And then like I like how like in the back they have your own stalls. You can sit there and chill and just relax. Cause I'm like, I don't like to be around people before I fight. I like to just sit back and put my headphones on and chill. And like the fact that you're in your own stall and it's your own area and you can just relax and tune everyone out and get in the mode, it's like good. I like it. And it's like people don't understand that even like me, I fought it when I fought before for like as an amateur, I fought at decent shows, but people don't understand like some of these shows are put together like crap. Like you're in like a little ass room. There's nothing to like, you're on top of each other trying to warm up and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But there's plenty of room at 247 to warm up and to do your thing and to have your own space. Like I hate being crowded on top of each other.
I think it's great that you gave a shout out to Ryan Milton, the owner of 247, Hunter, the GM of 247, and I'll also throw out love for Jim Mooney, who's the matchmaker for 247. Those
Yeah.
two guys, and there's a lot more, but they're putting on a great show. They're constantly looking for ways to improve it for the fighters. I remember one time I was warming up a fighter at a kickboxing. It was a kickboxing fight at the Wheeling Island Casino, which you'd think, okay, this is a casino. This is a pretty big deal. They had us warm up in a hallway, and I called for a kick, a high kick, just to get him loosened up. And I didn't realize until I put my Muay Thai pad up for him to kick that his foot came within 4 inches of the wall because you're in a hallway.
Right.
And I was like, oh, we're never doing that again. Because
yeah. Keep going. Sorry.
I was going to say, you could imagine him breaking his foot 10 minutes
Yeah,
before.
not being able to fight. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's like my second fight, dude.
Woo.
We were in the at a casino. We were in the parking lot, like outside in the cold. Like yeah, dude, I get it.
I've done those too. And you know what's interesting is it really does come down to the promotion. Casinos are great and they're exciting and it sounds sexier to be at a casino, but sometimes casinos aren't really set up to have MMA fights. They're set up to have other events. And yeah, being in parking lots when it's super hot, being in parking lots when it's super cold, neither are good. And yeah, I once had to help a male fighter pee outside in the parking lot because they didn't even have bathrooms for the fighters. It was just like, what are you doing? Right? That's a little TMI there, but yeah, it really does get crazy when you think about that. And hats off to 247. They're putting on incredible shows. The Morovo Convention Center has kind of become a great event center for this because, as you mentioned, there's the big event hall where they do MMA and you're coming out on raised platforms. And it's really, really cool stuff. But then they also have that second room where they do the blue and red corner, and you've been calling them stalls, these curtained off partitions where you get your name and just your people are there. And it's a completely different vibe than when everybody's tripping over each other. It's really a good thing. I'm glad you respect them as a promotion. What do you want fans to expect? Let's end on this question. You're already a fan favorite. You've got the crowd wild when you come in. What do you want them to expect when you take on the tough Devin L in your fight, April 16th?
Just an exciting fight. Like, I'm just always trying to put on my best self, and I'm just hoping it's exciting and we put on a good show for everyone, and I'll show my best version yet. I just want to level up every time.
Well, that is incredible. I can't wait to have you on as a post-fight interview. Thank you so much. Hats off to you. Everyone you've been listening to, make sure you get tickets. Raw on the Berg 11. You've been listening to Justin, the General Patton. Thanks so much for coming on the show, buddy.
Thanks, bro. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
You got it, bud.